So that is something that is possible, Frederick. So what I think you're getting at there is you would have certain customers, let's say on platinum service offering, certain on the gold and certain on the silver, let's say, for example. And then depending on what group that customer falls into, they would have, I suppose, different, monitoring levels, different monitoring intervals, different self-healing actions, for example, different services enabled on it as such. I presume that's what we're talking about there. Exactly, good stuff. So how you'd approach that, or how I would approach that, would be through custom properties. So you can have a custom property for an organization, and then you could use that in filters, which then would be targeted by different rules as such. So if we come down to administration custom properties from the service organization level, you'll see there's two types that you can add in here. You can use device-based custom properties, or you can use customer-based custom properties here. So if I want to use, let's say, we'll use customer-based custom properties. So I'm going to use a drop-down type here because I'm going to predefine the values in here as such. And I'm going to put everyone on silver by default, but then I can upgrade them to gold or bronze if we want to downgrade them as well. So we could call this program level, for example. And we'll stick an old underscore at the front of this, and we'll put in office hours so we know to get rid of that as well. And I can add my default value. So we'll say everyone is on bronze by default, and then we're going to add silver. Oh, typing and spelling, two of my nemesis. So we have our different levels here, and then we can obviously select all our customers, and we can propagate to all new customers as well. So we have our program levels defined here. By default, everyone's on the bronze level. So I can go ahead and save that. Now, if I want to move a customer to the gold or platinum level, for example, we can pop down to the customer level. So we'll go to Celtic Cider as an example in here, and I can go to my the defaults, and I can go to my age and probe settings. And in here we should have, now where do I go for this? Excuse me, wrong, thinking of something else. So I go back up to my service organization level, come down to my customers, and if I go to my Celtic Cider in here, I should see my custom properties at the organization level. So here we have the organizational program level. It's set to bronze at the moment. I want to upgrade them to silver or gold, so I can assign that as well. So we go ahead and save that as well. So rather than using our generic filters where we might have, a workstation filter or a laptop filter, which is just a kind of one-liner here as such, we could actually have a filter for a certain device class. So I could come in here and create a new filter, and I'll call this, what we'll actually do here is we'll go to workstation windows, and we'll clone this, and we'll call this workstation windows, and we'll call this, I'm just going to keep the naming format the same, and then we'll call this, gold level. And we'll go ahead and save that. Now, the filter right now is the exact same as the default one, but if I come in here to workstation window gold, and all I can do here is add in a line here. This time I'm going to use the and I'm going to say organizational, custom organizational property, and I'm going to say OH program level, and I'm going to say equals to, and from my drop down here, I should say gold. And I can see now only the devices that are gold as such. So no devices fit that category within this organization level. So if I go ahead and save that, and the reason for it is I don't think I have any workstations on the level that I changed, but if I pop down to Celtic Cider, and if I go down to my sites in Celtic Cider, and we go to Boston, and we go to Leeds, go to custom properties, and here we set that to gold also. Go ahead and save that there. We'll do the same for Leeds. So now we have a couple of sites where the property set to gold. And again, we can save that as well. So if we pop back up to our service organization level, click on our filters, scroll back down to the one we created. Nope, wrong one. So we're going to workstation Windows gold level. And now, and it's going to make a liar of me, if I preview it, we should see some devices in there because we now have locations that are set to that gold level as such. So with this filter, you can then obviously define rules, or you can clone rules with different values there as such.